Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. I'm back. Sorry I've been away for this week, but I had to help out at the Genealogy Society. In fact, they needed me to come back as president because there was nobody that wanted to do it. So I went back as their president. I've been there all week. Since early last week, and I've been helping them. I helped them do this great garage sale they had during the Jamboree, and Oregon Jamboree's big concert they have every year out here in Sweet Home, and anyway, we had this wonderful sale that a couple of the girls had put together, and they did a fantastic job along with all of our volunteers that helped out. A lot of work. We've got our genealogy back together again. We had it as an indoor sale because we have air conditioning and people appreciated that. Anyway, I bought a couple of things there. These were like 50 cents a piece, so I bought these, and you can guess that I probably bought them for the chain because I'm not going to wear them, of course. This one has some pretty beads in it, but a lot of great chain here that you couldn't buy for this much at, any of the hobby stores. So, a lot of different sizes in here, and some cool little things here that'll make nice dangles on a journal. And so anyway, that's what these are for, is to make dangles on the journal. And then another thing I bought was my ribbons at home, and it's purple to go with my kit from Shannon over at Mixed Media, Minnesota. And then somebody was going to buy this, and they said, "Oh, what is it?" And I said, "Well, I think it's embroidery floss." None of us had opened it. Let me scoot those aside so I can show you what it is. It is this stuff. We call this, anyway, fringe. It's this fringe. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I thought, this might look good on the edge of a journal. I'm practicing a waterfall. I am absolutely no good at it. But anyway, I thought, well, gosh, that would work on a journal. I think I'll buy that. Since she didn't want it because she just wanted the thread stuff like embroidery floss. And she didn't want fringe. Anyway, kind of cute. So there was that one. And this is a beautiful color. This would be good for, well, this even matches this journal, actually. Look at that. So you could add that color into it if you wanted. If you wanted to use fringe. I think this would be good on a boho journal, don't you? Oh, sorry, you can't see. Geez, Ange. Back out a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's start over. So I had a black one there first. Did you see that one? This black fringe. And gosh, there must be a yard of it. And then this one. Very pretty. Of course, it would go this way. Yeah, it really matches this quite well. And then I need to run them through the wash, I think, but I don't want to get them all tangled up, so I don't know. I think I better hand wash them. Here was this great color. Very pretty. No, it would go this way. But boy, fringe is kind of funky to deal with. But pretty, I love that. I love that color. Oh, and then this one, kind of a yellowy gold color. It would be a fight to get it all in the right direction, wouldn't it? yeah. So there's that one. And then the other thing that I gave them a large donation for was something that came in that was this. Now, this thing is huge, so I can't probably show you the whole thing. Let me turn it this way and see if we can get it on there. Okay. So you can see that it's bigger than my little thing here, which is 18 inches. So this is about 19 inches long by 12 inches, 12 and a half inches wide. But what's inside is just paper. Look at that. And it's kind of got a shine to it. But I want to see if I can paper dye it. It's already paper color, Ange. I want to see if I can coffee dye it. And then turn it into pages for the journal. Oh, so the front is glossy. And the back is like a thick, not a cardstock, like a craft paper, but in this color. Oh, and it's numbered over there. So anyway, just some interesting papers in it. It obviously had something in it prior, but who knows? And then it's got this beautiful leather-like cover, and I don't know if I could use this on a journal or not. I don't know how it would cut. And then I don't know, you know, how it would, how I would cover it, the cut part. So anyway, there was that. So I bought those things at the sale. And then, yesterday, after a busy 5 or 6 days down there, I had a crash day and was very sick. They still haven't identified what's going on with me. But anyway, I had quite a crash on Wednesday and had to sleep most of the day. I just couldn't do anything. And they've given me nausea medication to help that subside, and I only had one left. I only take it every couple days if I can hold off. And anyway, on the nausea medication, I finally had to take that last night, and that helped. Today, my husband and I took a day together, and he took me on a date, and we went to see Top Gun, which I thought was a terrific show. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to get out of the house and get some popcorn and just watch a movie. There was very few people in the theater. They were all basically our age and older. It was nice. I think there was maybe 8 couples at the most in the theater. And so that made it really nice just to enjoy the movie. And it's been years since I've been at a movie. And I was shocked at how much social media they advertise at the beginning, you know, before they advertise all the movies coming up. And so anyway, that really surprised me. You know, last time I think I went, I saw a cartoon or two before. And then, of course, all the don't use your phones and that kind of stuff. But it's the first time I'd been there where they did all this social media stuff to start with. So anyway, it was super nice to get out and go do something today, and I'm still extremely exhausted from working too many days in a row. Sorry about my yawning. Anyway, I have been practicing how to make a waterfall journal. I wanted to make it out of this, but look what I did. Let me bring you a little closer. So I started out with the right size, 6.5 this way, 6.5 this way. But look what happens. It grows. It grows and it grows and it grows as you put the whole thing together. So I realized what I needed to do for me was I had to start from the beginning. Now, Shannon had about a 3.5 or a 3-inch beginning, so I started at the beginning. And even when you start at the beginning, what happens is these guys start taking up space here in the spine. And so when you get down to get these all in and down to the last line, all of this paper still pushing these out further and further and further. And so this piece is short. It's only like a 1/4 inch, while these are each a 1/2 inch. Now I did cut some extra papers to go in it, and so they are all this size because I didn't want them to show. And so anyway, I'm having a time trying to figure it out. So I'm figuring it out with these papers, and then I'm going to recraft these to be like this, so it's, you know, a 6-inch by 8-inch journal. So that's kind of where I'm at, because I wanted to make the waterfall like she did, and I thought, oh gosh, that looks easy, I'm going to do it. Well, guess what? It's a little confusing. So that is what I'm doing. This was going to be my center one, but it's not anymore. So it is this one, which is good. That'll be fine. But I'm glad that it came with 2 sets of paper, because I am going to need it. Definitely. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Right now it's 8 inches by 8 inches by 8.5. So it's almost a nice little square there. I mean, it's kind of cool that way, but gosh, it's a little too big for a journal, right? Right, yeah, that's what I thought. So, and I must have cut some of the papers wrong, because that is not lining up. And then I got these together, and that shouldn't have happened. So I have to think about this more carefully, please. I put this one on the outside because I thought, oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? So now I do have a Stamperia paper that I can put with this. Lavender, I think it's called Lavender. Lavender Province or something like that. I think I'll probably put some of that with this, because I could intermix it. But I'm also going to intermix some of these, especially now that I've got them cut, to try and help me measure this. But I think what I'll do is maybe not cut this one, or maybe these will have to be just a little smaller. I don't know. I don't know how to make it work. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, I could do like Shannon did and put lace on these and that would look good. And that would negate the need for trying to figure out exactly how to get this one the right size. So anyway, that is what I'm up to, and I hope tomorrow to get started on this and have it ready to go, but I probably won't. I don't know. I have these to go in it. I can tell you that. Then these, I mean, you can cut these down. Like, here's 2 of these the same size, right? But you get back here, and there's the shorty. But see, it only comes to this one. I could cut a little more off of it. And then I have this one. And then I have this one. See, a lot of these are cut about the same size. And they're covered up by this one here in the I don't know. See, it's just not working out right. So, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I have to think about it a little better, I guess. It's okay to have this extra pieces in there. So I know that this back piece can only be 6.5 inches. So what do I lose? Oh, I lose part of that cart. Don't want to lose that either. But I hate to lose that cart. Let's turn it this way. So I have you here with me just so I guess I wouldn't lose a whole lot of it. I'd lose it right there. But I lose that butterfly. It's kind of the pretty part. What is this? 3.5? 4. Okay. So if I had to lose a little bit here, I could do that, but I don't want to lose the B. Then I would have to redo that. Six and a half. But maybe I could fold this one to make a pocket. Could I? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, at 6.5, right? Or is it 6? Because we have 8.5. I usually make my journals 9 by 6. Well, 6.25. So, what do they do this one at? 6. So, so 6 is right. 6 is right there, you guys. Oh, I'd lose my B. Well, we can always put another B on there. Here's my other. Any suggestions would be useful. I would just leave the B's a little behindy right there. It would have to be 6 1/4 right there. So if I scored it at 6.5 here, then I would have to do a 1/2 inch there And then the front would get even smaller. Oh dear, see what I mean? It's so confusing. I thought waterfall journals would be easy, but when you're doing a journal, it's different because things don't want to be done that way. Okay, so I'm going to score this where this bee is not going to get caught up in it, so at 1.5. Now we're going to notice that this paper has already scored lines on it because I've been messing with it. Okay, so we have that. Now, if I only want this to be 6 inches wide, then I have to score it right here at 6 with my doodad over here, 6. My doodad, what is my doodad? With my pocket. With my pocket over here. So let's score this new line right here. And if you can hear that big truck outside, there's a water leak. And the city is here repairing it because it was spouting like a fountain apparently when we got home. Well, not apparently. It really was spouting just like a fountain. So to semi-fix this piece, the best thing to do is to get it laid down there and go over it. Now, I might have to put a different front on this. We'll see. And then go to the back and work on it a little more. I'm just trying to eliminate the score line right there on the front page. Okay, so now we have this. That's not bad for a journal. But this front one can only be well, it could be 3.5, but I lose my B. If I do 3, then I get a little more space for extra paper. And I could fold that in for a pocket too, couldn't I? Okay. So let's go this way and score this at 3. And then our B will be inside of here. So let's see what that's like. I just hid my phone folder from myself. Oh, and it did not score straight. Look at that. Sometimes I think it's just everything is out of whack. Do you know what I mean? You try and get something done, and it's like, okay, how come that's crooked and that one's straight? You see that? See? That's not right. We're at 1 and over a half there, and we're at 1.5 there. Shoot. That's how I should have done it. Okay, 1.5. Okay, let's try it again. See if we can get some kind of fold in there that works. Oh, I came in here last night. Wasn't thinking much about anything, just that I was exhausted. And the news was on. I didn't want to listen to it because it was making me mad. And I don't know what I did, but I picked up a blade or something and sliced open my thumb. Wowza, wowza. Wowzy kazowzy. Okay. That gives me a very tiny beginning, doesn't it? Yes. So then I want to put in this paper, but I don't want this one next to it because they're both green. So this one needs to be scored. Oh, look at that. I got it all floppy. I can tell I've already tried to fix that one before. Okay. So if that's 3, then this needs to be 3.5. Is that right? If I want 1/2 inch. Okay. 3.5. Should I do 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch? Well, I want to get some more paper in there. Let's try 1/2. Let's see what happens. It's not been working for me anyway. So let's just see what happens. Okay. So there is 3.5. Now that looks good together. Okay, so now this one, fold up that pocket. At the back needs to be, there was 6. I need 1/2 inch less. Is that right? Let's see. Let's put this one here. Oh. Oh, I hope they turn my water back on. Yeah, okay, there's the there's a 1/2 inch. Sorry. And then this now needs to come back to here, which is 5.5. Now, that's where I'm going to cut it off at, right there. But that does work. Okay. So I need to cut this one off along that score line. Okay. Cross your fingers, everybody. Okay. I think the reason this matches up so well was because I had the thing turned and I didn't turn it here. So if I want it to have a purple edge, this is where I'm going to have to get it from. And that would work because I could use that through each level, couldn't I? Okay. So we have those. Now we can put in like maybe a purple one. maybe this. I think I'll like that one for the center. But I don't know. That's a pretty one, isn't it? I think we'll go with it next. Okay. So but I want that part. I want the house too. Oh dear. Well, let's save it for the center. Now this one would be okay. Okay, so we'll cut the door off at... Okay, so this one is 3.5. So this one needs to be 4. Right. No. You're right, Angie. Need to cut this one off at okay, 3.5. 3.5. Don't let me forget. So I need to cut this side at let's turn it this way. No, I can't turn it that way because then I cut it off right here. So from that line, okay, right there. I don't know. Half a door. She's got a door. Okay, that works. That works. And so back here, oh, this is the part I didn't want to really cut off. Okay, well, so that's the beginning. And so this one is 5.5, so this has to be cut right here at 5. And I'm stuffing them inside here as I go so that I'm getting the right length. Does that make sense? 5.5. Okay, let me put a pencil line there so I'll know where I'm cutting. That's 5.5. Okay, 5. Okay. Where did that line go? It's right there. I kind of thought I cut myself on this last night. I really wasn't sure, but wowie. Wowie kazowie. It's a hurdy. A hurdy-wordy. Okay. That works. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm getting excited now. Let me glue this down. Oops. If the glue comes out, I'll glue it down. I might go around this with sewing. Haven't decided yet. Okay, so there's that one. Now let me put this one down as well. Yeah, it was so hard figuring this out. I finally just left it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna just sleep on it. Well, that didn't do me good. Took all my meds at bed, and I was out. Oh, that did not go down, did it? I notice when this glue gets warmer, it doesn't like to glue down. Okay. All right, so there we go. So far, so good. It's looking good. Now, we are starting to lose that space back there a little bit. Okay, so now this one. We are going to put like this. And so this one has to be at 4.5 on this end. And on this end, is this the center one? We'll measure it when we get this part in. Then we'll measure where we need to go with it. Okay, there. No, there. I know this is kind of a goofy way to figure it out, isn't it? Okay, so now this piece needs to be, let's see where this one is. This one is at, wow. Did I fold it wrong? Oh, this one. Okay. This one, 4.5. Should have been 5. So this one will be at 4.5, because this one should be a little longer, but it's not. So this one should be, here's 5.5. So the center one does get cut off right here. And then I have one extra. So make a nice tag though. Okay, we've got that far. Yay! Okay. That's not bad, because now we have like purple, green. But that leaves me with this piece. So maybe and it gives me 6, 8 by 6, 8.5 by 6. And then I guess if I need to patch anything up, this is my patching paper. That works. Let's see how it looks. there. Let's see, like this. I think I probably could patch that up a little bit. And I'm not sure I really like how that looks. So I could patch it up with some of that paper. Not the white, but the, you know, that color. Like, this one needs to go right in there. But I've already glued that down. If I hadn't glued it down, that would have been better. Because that could cover up this owie that I did there. Seam. Pull that up before it gets too far. So even though this is was supposed to be a tag, it actually would go right in here and would stiffen up this piece that I double folded. Yeah, that would work. And then this side, of course, would be okay because I don't have any other score lines there. I do on this one, though. I have a nice big score line. Look at that. Woohoo! Woohoo! And then I would like to cover this. So, okay. Well, that kind of tells us where we're going. And like this one, I'd kind of like to cover it because it's just, the doors are kind of weird going all different directions like that. So I could cover it with this, or I could cover it with some coffee dyed paper that I use that pretty paint on that Shannon sent with the kit. Yeah, I don't want to put that one there because it matches this one. Okay, well, that gives me an idea of where we're going. So we'll be making this journal, and I have to insert some more papers in it because you can't just have this. So what I think I'll do is cut my next paper just slightly smaller than this one. Not much, just a little. Give it the same score line. And I'll do that with a couple sheets so I can have like 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that would be the middle. So we need, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So maybe 4 in between each one. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That would work. But that's where it's going to start getting smaller. It's when I start inserting those papers inside there to make the journal. But I have some really cool papers to put in there. Of course, I have some of these. I don't know what happened to that other piece of paper I had. It was a really cool one that I picked up the other day that was just floating around waiting for the garbage can, and I was like, oh no, that's no garbage can to me. It was this piece of paper. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to put this one in. So it'll get scored, I don't know, maybe right there. I can't do anything without my thumb. Right there. let me score it really quick. I was going to say, where's my scoreboard? So, what is that, 3? That is 3 inches. So I marked that, but it's going to have to be a little less than 3 inches. Hey, where are you? So I'm going to go 2 3/4, which is about where I had it marked. Oh boy, better be careful with these. Oh, it's a break apart paper. So there's that one, and it's going to go in here, like this. And then back here, I don't really want it. Be right about there. Probably tear that off, that's what I'll do. See if I got it in the right spot. Yeah, so it's still hidden, but there's a page in there. But you can see it already starts pushing it out. But maybe as I push each one out, then they'll take on the 1/4 instead of the 1/2 inch. Yeah. I'm going to leave that like a fold out to write on. This will have to have washi tape on that inside spine one. Okay, well, let's get back together tomorrow, and we'll keep putting this together. We'll see how it goes. I do want to maybe put some purple on these, but maybe I don't. Oh, here it is. Here's the milled lavender. And then here's the Mente. It's a paint. It's a chalk paint. Yeah. So we might be able to use that. Now I saw Shannon use hers with where'd it go? Oh, this thing. Right here. I think it might have been with this, or maybe it was a different one. But I do want to use this with this to make some designs on the paper. I think that would be so cool. And if we do it light enough, then you could still write over it, right? Right. Okay. So let me just see if this one will fit here. No, not that one, but it might fit under this one. And then, of course, it would have to get folded in, depending on, yeah, it goes here. So this one would have to get folded behind this one. Okay, I'm going to pull that out of there before I just put it in and not think about what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to let you go for this evening, and I hope you all have a great day today, and because I'm going to publish this tomorrow, which is Friday. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I've just been totally busy, and then yesterday I completely died. I felt like I wanted to, but I was just totally, I crashed. That's all there is to it. So I'm still pretty tired, but anyway, so I'll get back with you tomorrow, tell you a little bit about what our sale was like and the interesting people we see. And I'll share some more of this journal with you that I'm finally getting the hang of. And I can give you a thumbs up on that because, see, I got a bright and beautiful thumb. My husband bought me some new Band-Aids. Yay, hubby. So I hope we all have a great evening. Or evening for me, day for you. Love you guys. Bye.